My name is Lisa Wilson, and at 32 years old, my fiancé Instagram account had 89,000 followers. I thought he posted lifestyle content. Then a follower sent me a link to his private account. I clicked it when I saw he'd been selling boyfriend experience content to subscribers for $2,000 a month. Jacob, 34, my fiancé, was in the shower. His phone was charging next to me. Mine buzzed. Random account I didn't recognize. Hey, just thought you should know about this, with a link. Almost didn't click it. Could have been anything. Spam, virus, some weird scam, but something made me do it. The link opened to this subscription site like OnlyFans, but not quite, and there was Jacob's face staring back at me. Profile name, your boyfriend, Jake. The bio. Let me be the boyfriend you've always wanted. Personalized attention, custom content, genuine connection, $2,000 a month for the full experience. I just sat there holding my phone, read it again, $2,000 per month, scrolled through the preview stuff, photos of him in outfits. I recognized selfies from our apartment, videos of him smiling at the camera saying things like, "Hey baby, how was your day?" The kind of thing he said to me, except he was saying it to whoever paid for it. Heard the shower turn off, locked my phone fast. He came out wrapped in a towel, saw me sitting there. "You okay? You look weird, just tired." He kissed my forehead, grabbed his phone, and immediately started typing, smiling at the screen. That smile, I thought, was for me. I couldn't sleep, just laid there next to him, wondering what the hell I had just seen. He was breathing normally, peacefully, while my brain was going crazy. Morning came. He left for his content meetings. That's what he always called them. Said he was meeting with brands about collaborations, filming sponsored content. I'd helped him set up ring lights, bought him a good camera, supportive fiancé stuff. As soon as he was gone, I went back to that link, created a fake email. The site had different subscription tiers. Basic preview was like $10. Paid it. The content made me sick. Not explicit exactly, no nudity or anything, but intimate in a way that felt worse somehow. Videos of him in snug clothes talking to the camera. "I missed you today. Can't wait to talk tonight. You make me so happy." Voice messages, personalized videos, good morning texts. He was selling the experience of having a boyfriend to who knows how many people while living with me, while wearing the ring I bought him. Scrolled back through months of posts. He'd been doing this forever. The whole time we'd been together, probably found his earnings page. He'd left it public, I guess, to show potential subscribers how successful he was. Monthly income, $86,000. $86,000 a month. We'd been together 3 years, engaged for 8 months. Wedding was supposed to be in 4 months. And he'd been running this the whole time, telling me he made money from brand deals and Instagram sponsors. I felt like an idiot, a complete idiot. I believed every word. It took me a few days to even know what to do. Just watched him differently. Every time he picked up his phone and smiled, I knew. Every time he said he was responding to comments, I knew what he was really doing. Saturday morning, he was on his laptop in the living room. I came up behind him. He minimized the window so fast. "What are you working on?" "Just editing photos for Instagram." "Yeah." I pulled out my phone, opened the site, turned it toward him. His whole body went stiff. He closed the laptop slowly, stood up. "I can explain." "Great. Explain how my fiancé has been pretending to be the boyfriend of random women on the internet for $2,000 a month." "It's not like that." "Then what is it like? Because I saw everything. The videos, the messages, the personalized content. You're literally selling intimacy to strangers." He switched immediately. Went from scared to defensive in like 2 seconds. "It's a business. It's not real. These women know what they're paying for, do they? Because the comments don't sound like they think it's fake. That's called engagement. It's how content creation works." "Content creation? Jacob, you're telling these women you miss them. You're doing FaceTime calls with them. You're sending them good morning texts because they're paying for it. It's a service where you pretend to be their boyfriend while actually being engaged to me. You're being dramatic. It's not cheating. I'm just making money." "How much money?" He hesitated. "That's not $86,000 a month. I saw your earnings page. You have 43 subscribers paying $2,000 each." His face changed. "You went through my business?" "Your business? You mean your lie?" "Yeah, I did. 3 years, Jacob. We've been together 3 years, and you never thought to mention you were running a boyfriend experience business. I knew you'd react like this, all judgmental and controlling. Controlling? I'm controlling for not wanting my fiancé to sell fake relationships to other women. It's not fake to them. He stopped, realized what he just said. Not fake to them. I repeated, so you're admitting you're leading these women on, making them think they have something real with you. That's not what I meant. Do they know you're engaged, any of them? He didn't answer. Do they know we're getting married in 4 months? Still nothing. That's what I thought. I grabbed my keys. I need to leave. Lisa, wait. I'll be at Kevin's. Don't call me baby. You might confuse me with one of your subscribers. I left. Drove around for like 2 hours just trying to process. Ended up at my friend Kevin's apartment. Told him everything. He just sat there. Dude, I know. 86 grand a month. That's what you're focused on. I mean, yeah, that's like over $1 million a year. He's making $1 million a year pretending to be these women's boyfriend, and I had no idea. I thought he was doing fashion content, sponsored posts. He showed me his regular Instagram, talked about brand partnerships. I didn't think to ask if he had a secret side business selling intimacy. What are you going to do? I don't know. Cancel the wedding? I can't marry someone who's been lying about this. Did you pay for the wedding stuff already? Yeah, we were supposed to split it, but he kept saying he was waiting for a payment to come through. Said he had a big brand deal processing. Kevin's expression changed. Bro, he's sitting on $1 million a year and made you pay for the entire wedding. That hit me. I hadn't even thought about it. Oh my God. Yeah, this is really bad. I stayed at Kevin's place that night. Jacob called like 30 times, texted even more. I ignored all of it. Next morning, he showed up at Kevin's apartment. We need to talk. I'm good. Lisa, please. Kevin left us alone. He sat on the couch. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but you have to understand. This is how I make money. I'm good at it. Really good. These women are lonely. I'm helping them by giving them what they want. Fantasy connection. It's not different from any other entertainment. You're making them think they're in a real relationship with you. They know it's not real on some level, do they? Because I read the comments. These women think you care about them. He looked almost pale. $90,000 a month. Over $1 million a year. Do you know how insane that is? How hard I worked to build this? By lying to me the entire time. I didn't lie. You lied by omission for 3 years, while I helped you with your content creation, while we planned a wedding, while I paid for said wedding because you were waiting for money to come through. That's not fair. You make $1 million a year, and I paid for our entire wedding. How is that not fair? My business income is separate. You don't get to... I'm not trying to control your money. I'm pointing out that you've been lying to me while making me pay for everything. He stood up. You know what? This is exactly why I didn't tell you. I knew you'd be like this, all judgmental, unable to handle that I'm successful. I'm not judging your success. I'm judging your complete lack of honesty. Fine. You want honesty? Yes. I run a boyfriend experience business. Yes. I make a lot of money. Yes, I was planning to keep doing it after we got married because it's my career, and if you can't handle that, maybe we shouldn't get married. Finally, something we agreed on. His face went pale. What? The wedding's off. I can't marry you. You're being ridiculous. I'm being clear. You lied for 3 years. You're planning to keep lying. You see nothing wrong with emotionally manipulating lonely people for money? I can't marry that. You're making the biggest mistake of your life. No. The biggest mistake would be marrying you and finding out about all this later when it would be even more complicated. He grabbed his purse, his jacket, packed up his laptop, looking exasperated. I'm keeping my business, and everyone's going to know you couldn't handle having a successful boyfriend. Fiancé, ex-fiancé now, and I'm fine with people knowing the truth. He left. Kevin came back in. So wedding's off. Thank God he's insane. Yeah, but now I have to cancel everything and I'm out like 12 grand in deposits. What about his half? He never paid it. Of course he didn't. Next week was awful. Called the venue, no refund. Photographer agreed to give back 60%. Caterer kept everything. DJ was cool about it. Gave me the full deposit back. Total lost about $9,000. 3 years of my life and apparently my ability to trust anyone. Jacob went silent for a few days. Fine by me. I was busy canceling our entire life together. Then his mom called. Lisa, what happened? Jacob said you called off the wedding. I did. Helen, why? He won't tell me. Did he mention his business to you? His Instagram? Yes, he's done very well. Not that Instagram. The other business? What other business? So, I explained it. The subscription site, the boyfriend experience, the $2,000 per subscriber. The 43 women, the almost 90 grand a month. Helen was quiet for a long time. He's been doing what? Selling boyfriend experiences, personalized content, video calls, intimate messages, all while you were together, all while planning your wedding? Oh, Lisa, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. He didn't tell anyone? Just kept saying he was doing brand deals? Yes. And you said he never paid for any of the wedding? Not a cent. I have all the receipts. Let me talk to him. This is completely unacceptable. Helen, it's okay. I've made my decision. I just wanted you to know why. If he owes you money, we'll pay you back. I'm so embarrassed. It's not your fault. He's an adult. We hung up. At least Helen was normal. A few days later, Jacob showed up at my apartment. I'd been staying there since the split. We need to talk about the deposits. Okay, I want my half back. The wedding's off, so I should get my money back. I actually laughed. Your half, Jacob. You didn't pay anything. I was going to, but the wedding's canceled, so you owe me nothing. Show me one receipt, one bank statement, one Venmo, anything showing you paid for any part of this wedding. He couldn't, just stood there. That's what I thought. You're stealing from me. I'm stealing? I made $90,000 a month and couldn't chip in for our wedding? That's my business income. I don't have to explain how I spend it. You're right, I don't. But you also don't get to demand money back for something you never paid for. I'm getting a lawyer. Cool. They'll love the part where you owe me for every deposit since you never contributed a dime. Also, I'm sure they'll have questions about your business model. There's nothing illegal about what I do. Didn't say it was illegal, just said a lawyer will have questions. He pulled out his phone, started recording. You're refusing to give me back money I invested in our wedding. You're financially abusing me. I pulled out my phone, started recording too. Great idea. Now tell the camera how much you contributed to our wedding. Go ahead, name one thing you paid for. He lowered his phone, glared at me. This isn't over. Yeah, it is. Get out of my apartment. He left. I sent copies of every receipt, every bank statement, every text where I'd asked for his half to my buddy who does paralegal work. Yeah, Lisa, you're totally covered. He paid nothing. If he actually sues, he'll get laughed out of court. That's what I figured. But then things got weird. Started getting DMs from random accounts. Guys asking if I was Jake's girlfriend. If I was the reason he'd been distant. If I was okay. Apparently, he'd posted something vague about dealing with difficult people in toxic situations. One guy sent me this long message about how he'd been with Jake for 2 years, how he made him feel special, how he was worried about him, all while we were together, engaged. I replied, "Hey man, I don't want to burst your bubble, but Jake's real name is Jacob. He was my fiancé until last week. Been engaged for 8 months. He lied to you. He lied to all his subscribers. Just thought you should know the truth." Didn't hear back from him, but an hour later, Jacob was calling me screaming. What did you do? Told one of your subscribers the truth. You had no right. You're sabotaging my business. Your business is based on lies. Maybe you should have thought about that. I'm losing subscribers. They're all asking questions. Good. They deserve to know they're being scammed. I'll sue you. This is tortious interference. Sue me. Explain to a judge how your business model involves lying to women about being available. Should be fun. You're ruining my life. No, I'm just not protecting your lies anymore. He hung up. My phone buzzed immediately. Kevin, dude, did you tell his subscribers? One of them. Why? He's having a meltdown on Instagram. Posted this whole thing about cyber harassment and toxic exes. Of course he did. How many subscribers do you think he's lost? No idea, don't really care. Fair enough, beer always. We met at our usual place. He already had a beer waiting. So what's your total damage? 9 grand in deposits. 3 years wasted. But hey, at least I found out before the wedding. Could be worse. Could be. It's been about 2 months. Jacob's business collapsed pretty quickly. That first subscriber I messaged, he posted about it in some forum. Other subscribers found it, started comparing notes, realized Jacob had been sending the same personalized messages to everyone. Same good morning texts. Same I missed you videos. He'd been recycling content across 43 women who each thought they were special. His subscriber count dropped from 43 to about 12 within a week. Turns out the boyfriend experience doesn't work when women find out their boyfriend was engaged the whole time. Jacob tried everything to get money from me. Threatened lawsuits, had his mom call me, posted vague stuff on social media about financial abuse. None of it worked because I had receipts for everything showing he never paid a dime. His lawyer sent me one letter demanding reimbursement. My paralegal buddy helped me respond with copies of every receipt. Never heard from them again. The subscriber I'd messaged posted a detailed breakdown of Jacob's scam in an online forum, naming him specifically. Other subscribers found it and started sharing their experiences. Turned out he'd been telling them all the same things, making them feel special with the exact same content. He even tried to rebrand, new username, new platform, different bio, but someone found his new account within days. The internet doesn't forget. Last I heard from Helen, Jacob had moved back home. The fancy downtown loft couldn't afford it once the subscription money dried up. Helen apologized again and insisted on paying me back for the deposits, even though I said it wasn't necessary. Jacob should have contributed from the start. Helen said, "This is his mess to clean up." She sent me a check for $9,000. I tried to refuse, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. Used it to pay off my car. Felt like the trash took itself out and paid me for the privilege. The $9,000 loss hurt initially, not going to lie. But looking at it now, cheap price for dodging that massive bullet. Imagine if I'd married him. Found out later. Divorce would have cost way more. Depending on the state, I might have been entitled to half his business income during the marriage. Can you imagine that court case? Started dating again slowly. First date rule. If someone says they're a content creator, I ask very specific questions. What kind of content? What platforms can I see? Probably paranoid, but better safe than sorry. Actually met someone nice. Works at a library, very offline. We joke about the Jacob situation. She thinks it's insane that people pay for fake relationships. I think it's insane I almost married someone running one. Trust issues are real, though. Finding out someone lied for 3 years messes with you. Therapy's helping. Learning to trust my gut again when something feels off. Most mutual friends sided with me once they knew the full story. A few tried the, "well, there are two sides" thing until I showed them screenshots. Hard to defend someone who lied to everyone for 3 years. Jacob reached out once. Long text about how I never understood his entrepreneurial spirit and was threatened by his success. Didn't respond. Nothing to say to someone who thinks lying is entrepreneurship. Kevin still brings it up. "Remember when your ex sold fake boyfriends for $2,000 a month? Thanks, Kevin. Helpful, but I'm doing okay. Better than okay. Cheaper rent, no drama, not engaged to someone whose job is deception." Sometimes I wonder if he tells it differently. If he's saying I was controlling, couldn't handle his success, sabotaged his business? Probably. But I've got the receipts, the screenshots, the truth. The wedding would have been this past weekend, actually. Instead, I took a road trip with Kevin, drove down the coast, camped on some beaches, just existed without constant lies for a few days. Someone asked if I regret telling that subscriber if I crossed a line. No, I don't regret it. He built his business on deception. Those women deserve to know the truth, same way I deserved to know 3 years ago. You can't build a life with someone whose entire income depends on lying to people. Eventually, they'll lie to you too. It's not a bug. It's the whole operating system. Final cost: $9,000 in deposits that got refunded. 3 years of relationship, bunch of therapy bills, final gain: freedom from a pathological liar, a wild story, and proof that my instincts work when I actually listen to them. Worth every penny. To anyone dating someone with a mysterious content business they won't explain, ask questions, get details. Don't accept vague answers about brand deals. And if you find out they're running a boyfriend experience business while planning your wedding, run. Don't walk. Just run. One last thing. That subscriber who I messaged, he reached out a month later thanking me. Said he'd spent like $20,000 over 2 years on Jacob, thought they had something real. My message made him realize he'd been scammed. He's doing better now. At least some good came from it. And to Jacob, if you hate reading this, maybe try honesty next time. Just a thought.